G'day guys and welcome to Retrospect Reviews. I'm Vince and can you believe it, we are in the first week of March 2020, so that means we go back and have a look at everything I picked up in the previous month. So without any further mucking around, let's check out what I picked up in February 2020 for my game room. So the first thing that I picked up in February was for one of my favourite gaming consoles, the one I grew up on, the one that I have the most fondest memories of, and that was the Atari 2600. And I finally got hold of another copy of PacMan in box. This is one of the games that came with our Atari 2600 Darth Vader when we got it back in the day. So I was glad to pick it up again. Now the box is not in the best condition. It is one of those ones where they glued them down, I guess for security reasons. They did eventually change that where you could just open them up and close them back up again. I guess they figured most people would take the cartridge out and throw the box away, but as we all know, we do love our artwork, box artwork. Now this one, unfortunately, it has had a bit of sun damage, and that's why I got it cheap. Got it for $15 with the cartridge. It is missing the manual, which I'm a little disappointed with. But I'm hoping to pick that up. I have seen people selling them separate on eBay, but considering how much they're asking just for the manual for this game, and considering I only paid $15 to start off with, and some people are asking $15 just for the manual, it might be a while before I pick one up. Maybe I'll come across one. Sometimes people sell like a stack of manuals, and I will pick them up just in case I come across the game or the box without the manual. So that was PacMan for the Atari 2600, and yeah, PacMan's always one of my favourite games. The next game I got was from a recycling centre, and that they're usually associated with the local tips. So things that are still good for other people to use, instead of going into landfill, they rescue them and put them up for sale for a reasonable price. So I got this one for $5. Now I have noticed that this particular one, this was a few hours from where I live. The big box games are coming rarer and rarer, if that's a word. But sometimes they do get thrown in with the jigsaw puzzles or the board games, like at most op shops or thrift stores. So it's always worth checking those out. But I was able to pick up this big box version of Myth 2. I must have missed this back in the day. I know I was into World of Warcraft and Age of Empires and Command and Conquer and all that. So this is about 1998. I think the original one came out in 96. This one 1998. So it's not bad. It is missing the manual. But yeah, it's got that lovely flap out where you get the extra pictures of what's going on, so that's pretty cool. But in reasonable condition. Now it has the disc. Unfortunately, if it did come with a manual, the manual's missing, and I'd say it did. Most games that came out back in those days did have some kind of manual, so unfortunately the manual is missing off this one. Funny enough, it does say it runs on Linux, and I was quite surprised when I saw the little penguin. So I'm not sure if this is a disc that has... I know that they brought this out for Mac and Windows and obviously Linux. But I'm not sure if the disc inside runs all three or it only runs the Linux one. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. I might boot up my VR machine later and see if I can get it to run on one of the VMs. But yeah, so I picked that up for $5, which, yeah, I'm quite stoked. I'd love to get the first one if I ever come across it. I love the artwork. It's pretty cool.
Sir? Yes, sir. Yes.
So the last 3 games I picked up were for the PS2, and I know I keep saying in all my videos I'm not picking up any more PS2 games because I've got plenty. But these were... I want to get the complete collection of Buzz stuff. So if you don't know what Buzz is like a quiz game. You get like buzzers and your friends and yourself. You can play on your own. You click which is the right answer, A, B, or C, or D. But they did bring out a junior version. Now they use pretty much the same kind of buzzers, or you can use the same buzzers. I think the junior ones just have junior written on them, or slightly smaller. But I think there was only 6 released of those. Now I was able to pick up 3 of them. So I was able to get... these were at another recycling centre, but these ones were actually at the local recycling centre close to where I live. And that was Buzz Junior Ace Races. And I know they're designed for the kids, but they're quite fun actually.
Start your engines! Go! Nice drifting, green. Watch your speed, orange.
Actually, so I got that one. Buzz Junior Jungle Party. Now I did pick this up a couple of years ago at the recycling centre. I got the Myth game from. But the disc, I didn't realise at the time the disc was actually cracked and it doesn't actually work. So when I saw this was in the pile, I thought I'd grab it as well. The last one I got was Buzz Monster Rumble. So they're pretty much all the same. You use the Buzz buzzers to control or select what you're playing. So
yourself. Then we'll begin. Taste good, Blue? No? Try again. Great one. Top of the class, Green. Don't swallow it, Blue. That's right, Blue.
I was happy to pick those up, and I pretty much got all 3 of those for $15, $5 each. So I was happy with that. Now the main reason, another reason I wanted this one, the Ace Races, a few years ago, or maybe a year ago or so, I did pick up the actual box for this. Hang on. So I did pick this up at another recycling centre 2 towns over. Now it didn't have the disc, didn't have the game, but it had the buzzers and the box, and I wanted the box. So I was quite happy to pick that up, and now I've got the game. I'm looking forward to playing these actually. So yeah. Well, that's it guys, that's everything I picked up in February. Wasn't a lot this time. Games are getting a little big, especially big box games, are getting a bit rarer, and eBay's getting a little bit more expensive as time goes on. So I'm probably not going to pick much up on eBay. It has to be something pretty special for me to pick it up on eBay now. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye out and hopefully come across some more big box games at thrift stores and charity shops, as long as the price is reasonable. In the comments down below, let me know what your favourite thing was that I picked up this time, and maybe you can share some of the cool things you've picked up recently as well. And don't forget to like and share this video, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because it lets you know when I upload a new video. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!